Hi, I'm Annie, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice. Our mind is what we're going to focus on today. Our mind is this incredible mystery, and at the same time, it's also something that we can really become more and more familiar with for ourselves, which is so valuable within a meditation practice and how it affects your life, day-to-day life. We have these two aspects of the mind. The first aspect is this constant voice in our head, this stream of thoughts. It's continuously occurring. It's like this voice in our head that we think we have control over, but really we don't. It's just like any other system in our body, it's ongoing. It's like our heart functioning normally, continuously, without our control. Our thinking mind is the same. We can try to slow it down using the mechanics of within the nervous system and the breath, but we also should become familiar with the thoughts in the head because they affect how we show up every day and who we are. The other component of the mind is our ability to focus. It's this very clear, directed part of ourselves that our own mind, with our own intention, can bring focus to whatever situation. So right now, we can be focused on our hand, bringing all of our attention to our hand and become very clear from all of our senses about our hand, from our sight, if our hand is making noise, the felt sense. All of our senses become immersed with our ability to focus. And when we're having a task at hand in our life, when we're very engaged with something, then our mind is very focused and it brings us into the flow. When we don't have this very creative, engaging task at hand, then the mind can start to always look for problems, something to solve, a problem. It goes into that default mode, which is kind of negative, not necessarily positive. And it can become unconscious. We might not even be aware of the tens of thousands of thoughts that are streaming through our mind every single day. So we're going to work with this focused part of our mind. This is where our creativity is. It is where our inner intuitive sense can help connect with this part of our mind, and really it's very trustworthy, this focused ability of our mind. And when we can work to bring it into the body, this focus, come into stillness and presence right now, then the mind and the body are working together right here instead of looking elsewhere, always looking to the past, to some future anticipating, always anticipating and moving away from the present moment. So the mind and focus. This is where our practice is going to be today. And it's one of the most beautiful gifts of meditation when we take time for ourselves to strengthen our focus. We can close our eyes down. We can become aware of our posture, feeling our shoulder blades moving down our back, having our hands resting somewhere on our lap so that our shoulders are completely relaxed. Just really feel that the shoulders can drop and the shoulder blades are moving down and relaxing. We feel that our spine is upright and also that our hips and our sit bones on our seat can relax and just soften and open. We can take a breath in and out, filling up the belly as you take a breath. So we're encouraging a very deep breath, taking an inhale through the nose, feeling the belly button area, the lower belly expand. And then an exhale through the nose as the belly button moves back in toward our back body. We can do another more specific scan of the body as we start to strengthen our focus. We are joining our mind's ability to focus within our own bodies. So we'll start with the feet, paying attention to the soles of the feet. And the thinking mind might try to intrude here and take control. And that's okay. We can just let that process happen, feeling any restlessness with that, but come back anytime this happens to wherever we're scanning in the body, just using your listening to paying attention to where we are, staying focused with the felt sense of the soles of the feet. How do the soles of the feet feel? Maybe wiggling the toes can help. Feeling the soles of the feet, the balls, the arches, the heel, the tops of the feet. Noticing if there's this sense of aliveness right here in the present moment in your feet. Coming up through the legs, feeling any sensations on your skin or deeply within the legs, noticing sensations, bringing our full focus into our legs, our knees, and then up to our hips and groin area. Feeling our pelvis. Noticing that there could be some holding on, this feeling of clenching or holding on sometimes resides in our hips. And as we start to experience the sensations within our hips, can you just soften and let go and allow anything that's tight, allow it to soften and release. Just with our own focus, we can do this. Coming up through the rib cage, noticing any tightness within the rib cage, feeling it as you breathe in and out. Inviting the release. Again, using our own focus to soften and expand and open the body. Breathing into the chest area, bringing our focus here, noticing sensations within this chest center, heart center area. Through the shoulders and down the arms and hands. Noticing if there's anything in the shoulders that can soften. In the arms, even in the palms and the fingers, just softening and releasing, opening things up. Coming through the face, into the head. And again, if your thinking mind is trying to take over this process, trying to cause some kind of restlessness, that's okay. Just let those thoughts come and go and bring our focus back into the eyes, the forehead, the jaw. Noticing if we can soften the back of the jaw. Feeling in the forehead. Noticing the tiny muscles in the eyes. We can take a breath in as if we're filling the whole envelope of our skin here on an inhale. Filling everything up, being very, very focused in, tuned into the felt sense of our whole body. And a very slow, easy release on the exhale. We're going to breathe in and out very slowly through the nose, but we're going to imagine, using our focused mind's ability to be very creative, that this air is coming in and out, being pulled in and out through the heart center. So inhaling through the nose, pulling the air into the heart area slowly and easily. And then exhaling, releasing from the heart area, releasing the exhale. Continue with this for a few more times. Breathing in, pulling the air into the heart at a slow, easy pace. And exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, smooth, steady inhale into the heart. Exhale, slower than you might normally breathe. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll sit here in silence for just a bit as you feel the sensations in the body, in the heart center, staying really focused here. We might notice automatically that the thinking mind comes in and thoughts start to pop up. We could start to notice the nature of those things in our thoughts. If they're judging, a little bit negative, a little bit urgent, or wanting to be somewhere else than where we are. These are all very, very normal. And we all have these stream of thoughts occurring. Anticipating something later today. Thinking about something from yesterday. When we give our mind a focus, like paying attention to our own bodies, or a task we enjoy doing, a project where we're completely engaged, there is this sense of ease and flow. When we are not actively engaged in a task and our mind is left to wander and go, this negative pattern of thinking may take over, and we might not even know it. We can start to become familiar with our thinking patterns, these unconscious patterns. And instead of engaging with them, just come back to an easy breath. Even for a few breaths, come back into the body. Come back home to yourself. feeling grounded, at ease, and yet very alert and able for anything that comes during the day. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.